Hey Prince and Princesses, your girl BHHK. So, I think I figured out what was wrong with my camera like a few days ago before I got this done. Wait, can you even see it? Huh. Wait a minute. There we are. Before I got that done, I was worried about not being able to vlog it or whatever. So I was freaking out thinking, oh, I need new camera batteries because the camera is acting funky. So, what happened to the light? But anyway, what happened was I wasn't letting it charge fully. That's what Dad told me, so figured it out, let it charge for about 5 hours or so. That's what it said in the booklet. That's what I followed the booklet's directions, so I think everything's all good. You know, Dad tested it and the battery had volts and everything, so it was working. I just didn't charge on it. Okay, so anyway, today I'm going to talk about my, I think it'd be January, I'm not positive, but my month favorites of January, I suppose. And places to get good body jewelry from. Or, I mean, not all the stuff on the sites may be good, but it's where you could get good stuff. So, but first, last night, my ear skins were put back in. I was worried about it. I was nervous. I've been discouraged because of all ear stretcher problems I've been having lately. Because I'm not being smart about it or overeager or whatever, but I think they'll be okay. I did put them in. They felt a little stretchy, and the thing that I did was I took a shower first, took the plugs out, and then I cleaned them and popped them in right away. I had my, I had my ear skins ready to go on the the bathroom sink, so I could just pop them right in. So I think they'll be okay. They might have kind of stretched them just a tiny, tiny bit, but never use silicone for stretching, kids. Never. Hopefully my ears don't run off, so that's it. This is the spring collection, by the way. That's the last. It was like, I bought whatever was left. It was just 4 gauge, so that's it. Changed this one because I had the nose hoop, and it kept bothering me because I kept flipping around and I kept worried about it falling out all the time. And I did recently have like this disgusting bit of pustule, so I, fixed that up, cleaned it, got a Q-tip, cleaned it up, and so the other day I decided to put one of my Neometal Opal Librettes in there, but all that resulted in was blood everywhere, and tears, and a pissed off piercing. So I stuck my starter nose screw in, and I was thinking of having the idea of maybe a septum piercing, but no idea. More than likely not going to happen at this point in time. But anyway, to talk more about my tat, if you saw my Instagram, you know what it means. And speaking of Instagram and stuff, I'm on Instagram, Tumblr, and Patreon. So check those out, please. As everybody else says, shameless self-promo. Okay, so anyway, it is going through the peeling, like the scabbing, peeling, itchy stage. I just cleaned it. I had a bandage on. I've been putting a bandage on every night since I got it. And so yeah, that's it. You might be able to see little flakies. It's been about a week. It's been about a week, yeah. So we're taking good care of it and having Mom do a lot of the dirty work. I've been doing like dishes and stuff, but I've just been real careful not to get it dirty, like I've been wearing my jacket like with this arm in it and the other one not. Just being super duper careful because I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so let's get on to what this video is supposed to be about. So, my month phase for January, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but just go with it. So, the Netflix series Queer as Folk. I watched the whole season, and I actually watched the first episode again last night. My thoughts on it, a review, is sexy, very sexy, immoral, fun, and changed my idea of gays. I think that's my thought on it. And the other one is 7 Days to Die. That is a game that I got like in 2016, I think. Like, Mom bought it for me. Like, she got herself first on the computer, and I was playing on her computer, and for the most part that I remember, I was just hiding in the dark so the zombies wouldn't hear me. But it's really awesome because, okay, anyway, so I got it then. I got it, she bought for me on my computer. I tried to play it then, and it did not work because my computer didn't have the video card I needed. But that got fixed up at Christmas, around Christmas, so I got two, like, stuff for the disk drive space, and a new video card. So I'm able to, I was able to play DayZ and all this stuff I've been wanting to play, but couldn't because of the silly video card. So that got fixed up, so I've been playing that. Got farther in it than my single player world. Like, I was playing it by myself, but I've been playing my mom as well. So anyway, we've gotten pretty far. I think we're on day like 11, 12, something like that. Farther than I ever got my single player. Not saying it's too late to do so, but we got pretty far. And I've, like, since the first day that I was playing it again, I just kept learning. Like, every other second I was learning something new. So I was catching on really well, and I tend to do with a lot of video games. Okay, so my review on it is frustrating, addicting, scary, mentally exhausting. And that is true. It's frustrating because it's just, if you're not in a good spot, like you're just starting out and you have to figure out how to do everything, or, which I don't really have a problem with too much, but you know, it's all the stuff you have to do, and it can get pretty frustrating if you keep dying because you ain't doing something right. You have to go and stop search for food. You get killed by zombies, or dying of thirst or hunger or whatever. And I think the scariest part for me was when I was a single player and I had zombie dogs busting through my doors. I was shitting myself. It was terrifying. It sucks. It really, really sucks. I hated it. But after that I was terrified to go outside. But then I researched on the wiki and found out that they spawn around abandoned cars. So I had an abandoned car right in the front, because I guess I live on a roadside or something like that. And the house is like, I just end up finding them. Like, I think this one, like, the single player world I had is actually the already generated Navezgane, Arizona map, but the multiplayer one that we're on, I made multiple ones, but we also had trouble with the multiplayer stuff, trying to figure out how to have Mom join me and whatever, but we figured that out in the end. But that's a random generation, so that's different. But anyway, back to the zombie dog story. So they can spawn near cars, apparently. So what I did was I smashed that car, and hopefully that negated... My tattoo's itching. Hopefully that negated the chance of spawn, but I don't know. And my other favorite is Andy Biersack. Like, all these women or girls, or whatever you want to call, whatever, they were like goo gone all over him, and now I can see why. He's really hot. And also Black Veil Brides, Andy Biersack is the founder, so I have started to love some of their music, and yeah, just really cool. So that's it for the favorites, I think. If I forgot anything, if I ever forget anything in any of my videos, just count on me, put it in the description or maybe even the comment section. And also, don't forget to leave comments and ask questions and stuff like that. I encourage it. I want to hear from you guys. Okay, so here is places to get good body jewelry from. Body Art Forums, love them. Urban Body Jewelry, they're cool because they offer some stuff in 2 gauges, such like that they don't offer in other places. Steel Naval, that site had a little bit of trouble with, but I don't have a problem anymore since I've got my own stuff to pay my own stuff with, because that made sense. Arctic Buffalo, they're good because they offer cheap prices for seemingly good items. Like, they got like single flare glass plugs, which helps with stretching, for like $2 a pair, so you can't really beat that. Fresh Trends, I guess they're okay. Like, they got nickel-free gold and stuff like that if you're into that type of thing. Urban Star Organics. Cut. Urban Star Organics. Yeah, that is really cool place. They offer like wood and stuff, but like the smallest is like mostly a 2 gauge, and I'm really impressed about that. So yeah, I find it hard, like, you know, 2 gauge is usually when you have start getting to the good stuff to where you can have more options in jewelry, but I'm still having trouble. Like, I probably would be better if I went to 0 or 00, but I am so unsure of that. I mean, if 0, I don't know. Like, I keep contemplating it, but I've already bought stuff for 2 gauge, so hell if I know. And got Diablo Body Jewelry. That place is cool because they offer like the high-end neo-metal, anatometal stuff. And I forgot to mention Body Art Forums offers it too. And you got Pangea Piercing. That is a place in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and I have subscribed to their YouTube channel. They're cool people. They mostly know their shit, and now what am I saying? They probably know. They're pretty good. Like JC Potts, which is the head of it all, and yeah, they got their own site where you can buy some such. And JC Potts is actually a jewelry maker. He makes some jewelry for piercings and stuff, so I think that's really cool. You ought to check him out. And then you got Painful Pleasures. Okay, I know that sounds weird, and they do sell adult items, but you can buy like tattoo equipment and all sorts of body jewelry, and they actually got a jewelry line called Unbreakable that I've been looking at for a year or 2 or so on. I don't know. I've been into body modification such for probably 4 more years or so. So yeah, I've been looking at their stuff, and they got like really pretty stuff for like doths and such like that, so you can check them out. So that's all the sites. You know, I'll update it if I find any more or whatever. So I think that's it for now. Remember, be happy, be healthy, and be kind, and never give up. And don't forget to check out my social medias. Go to Patreon if you want to support me and help me out in life. And I'm hoping eventually I'll get better at doing this stuff. I think I've improved quite a lot, but y'all have a good day, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Groovy, bruh.